Okay, so the first step is to create a shortcut for launching the menu. This will allow us to test everything as we go easier, because we will be able to launch as many applications as we want, so we can test the layouting and the tagging, etc. I've actually already did that. I recorded that, but it didn't record my voice. So I'm re-recording it and pretending that never happened and that I'm going into it blind. So what we need to do is first we need to become window manager, where we actually don't need to do that, but we will, because why not? We can have that done just as well. The second thing to do is to capture user input and to process keyboard key presses. And then when the user clicks the proper key, we launch the menu. As I said before, I'm not really that familiar with X, so there are some other projects that I will use as a reference. One of them, I found it during the previous recording of this, is tinywm. Let me show it. Tinywm. But tinywm in Go. Here it is. This is the first one. I'll actually go source and click on. And this one, along with the documentation of XGB that I've read previously, is really enough to get us going. So yeah, we also need Xcode bindings. There is this one, and I want the fork because it's more up to date. Okay. That's that. Yeah, and we can start. So what we need to do first is we need to get the connection. New con. I would love to call it connection. I'm not a big fan of abbreviations, but since the function is called new con, I will just call it con. And then what we need to do, actually I will need to open this. Oh yeah, we get the connection info. So con info equals explore.setup con. And if con info here, then we log fatal wouldn't parse connection info. Okay. At Inorama, we are actually going to ignore, and this is basically any issue that doesn't directly impact me. I will just ignore. I use a single screen, so Xinarama is not really, I don't really care about it. I think I can just ignore it. It should work. Then we get the root. I don't think we need the screen. So what is it? Con info.default screen .root. Yeah, and that's basically the root is like the root window, the first window is like, I don't know, the root process, PID1 of Windows. On the default screen, which is like the first screen. If you have more than one screen, I don't know how it works. I won't pretend I do. But yeah, it basically takes this screen that we have and takes the root window, and that's our window manager. Atoms, I don't know how it works. I have no idea what atoms do. Now what we need to do, we need to create a mask. Basically the mask is, we're telling the X server what events do we want to listen for. And there are two events that are basically what make the window manager window manager. That is the structure notify and substructure redirect. If I remember correctly, it's basically structure notify is like if the window resizes itself or creates new child windows. Or not? No. I think it's just if it changes its like geometry and stuff like this. And substructure redirect is when a new window is created. That's like a hook to basically capture that request, and we can modify it. Then we can act on it. So if you wanted, we can even deny the window and not map it to the screen at all. But don't quote me on that. This is from the back of my head from, I don't know when and where did I learn that, so I could be wrong. Other than that, we also care about the key press. I don't care about key release. Although you could like handle key press just by key release, I guess. It would be safer. Because the key press, I think there is a risk of handling the same command more than once. But I will ignore it for now. Yeah. So first we are going to prepare the mask, which is array of assigned ints, and then we want the key press. We want the subs, the ordering matters. So there's structure notify and substructure redirect. This is all we care about for now. And now we are basically sending a request to the actually let's do it. It's done here. We're basically sending a request to X server to change window attributes of our root. It's Xproto. As you can see, it says this checked here. Basically what it means is, to my understanding, what happens is that we send the request, it's async, so it's basically sent and it goes through the network or whatever, and we just, we can continue. And after that, we can check that request if it was a success or not. So mask and then mask. Okay. Oh. And we check it. So this check is, to my understanding, it's like wait. You just wait for the result of this request, and it returns error if something wrong happened. So we can just instantly check that. It's basically a panic. If this request fails, then we have nothing to do. And I think now we just create an infinite loop. This is our event loop. Here there's some more sophisticated error handling. So access error, there can be only a single window manager. So I guess this is what happens when you try to create more than one. I don't care about it. Maybe in the future. Grab key. I have no idea what this does. Grab button. I don't care because we are not handling the mouse. Yeah, and actually, before we do that, let's. Oh yeah, I forgot. There is one mistake I made. Here we need to specify the path. Let's actually commit that. Okay, and with that we can continue. I think we just run. Yeah, it works. There is some authority info, so I assume it's X authority and X386. I've seen it before. I think it doesn't do anything really, so I don't care for now. So all these logs are nothing important, I guess. Yeah, okay, so now event error is. Now EV is the only exception for abbreviations for me. Like EV or E is obvious, we know what it is. So yeah. And that's gonna wait for event. Basically wait for event, waits for event. So it's blocking. And what can happen here is both event and the error can be nil, and that means that the connection has been closed. So we need to exit the infinite loop, and also undo the error. The error here is X error, as the documentation for wait for event says. That it can be ignored. It doesn't matter, so we just continue. It's not a fatal error. Yeah, now we just switch on if event type, and case the only one we care about now is proto key. Oh, it's HP. Wait, what is it? Proto, yeah. So xproto dot key press event. Maybe it's key press event. Then what? Let's create a handle key press, and we send the event. Let me check something. Oh, that's how you do it. How do you do this casting? Key press like this, I think. Okay, so you basically set the pass in the event that we can handle it here. Now the key press, and the event is key press event. And here, first thing what we'll need to do, I have no idea how do you. Basically, here is the key code for the key, and there is also something called key symbol, key sim, and it's possible to. I think it's device bound, like the relation between key codes and key symbols. But I don't really care. I just want to know what is the key symbol, the key code for P. Yeah, in the end, the shortcut we want is super plus P. I will have to read on it how to do how to check if the super is held when the P is clicked. But for now, it can be just P. So we just click P and its code is 33. Okay, so that's what I care about. Wait a second. And this is how it's done with the grab key. 67. Shift, Alt, Control, Super. No. Here. Nope. Which one is 67? Enter. Escape. F key or F1. 67. So I have no idea what is that. S grab key. I will ignore it for now. So right now, all I really care is equal to 33. Then we do equals command dot, how does it work? Exec dot command dmenu run, and actually we don't need that, we can just do this. I leave a comment here. It's yeah. Okay, so yep, here it is. And now here's the mystery for me. We are capturing the subdirect and the structure notify, yet the menu shows up. But if I open Alacrity, it doesn't show up. But if I open, for example, browser, it opens here, not here. So I have no idea what's up with this. Really, I don't know why this happens, but our task is done. We have the menu here. And the next step would be actually mapping the clients, the applications to the screen and making them full screen. So for that, we are going to the substructure redirect, and really I can just almost copy paste this from here. Oh no, it's configure request event. Yeah, that's how it's called, but I think it comes from the structure notify mask or something like this. And basically, this is almost it. Here the event has basically the application requests these dimensions, this position, but since we want to do full screen, this will be 0, 0, this will be screen width, screen height, and that's basically what we are going to do. So this is the next event that we are going to implement.